Hooman said, "Of course, we are also strangers in a way. One of our friends invited us and suggested it. We came too. But in the end, you have to start somewhere and with someone or people, so that you can see what the rest of the way is and what happens later, whether you are there or not." Arman said, "I am interested in what you are saying. Cautious but intelligent. Arman Mashkat." Hooman shook her hand and said, "Hooman Misagi, my friend Maya and Armita. Nice to meet you." After shaking hands, Hooman continued, "You have just arrived. So start with a drink first, so that we can dance and be in the atmosphere." The girl next to Arman said, "So you are in love with the atmosphere? Yes, you should get some real quality ingredients and a good friend. Why not? You should live in the moment and enjoy it." I asked, "Your name?" "Meena." "Yes, Meena Khanum. I hope we can spend a good night together, if that's okay." Arman and Barbed looked at him and me. "No, it's not a big problem. These parties have their own customs and traditions." "That's right. But after all, being a girlfriend is different from being a regular friend. I don't want any misunderstandings or resentment. That's why I asked." I saw that Arman and Barbed's lips slightly opened into a smile. We started eating fruits, sweets, and drinks together. I tried my best not to look at Arman and Barb too much, and at the same time not to make eye contact and not attract attention. Arman's behavior was almost the same as at other parties and gatherings. He didn't go beyond a certain point. But at this party, he was a little softer and his conversations with Barbed were flowery. Barbed and Meena also behaved normally. But I somehow tolerated high anxiety. Arman was at the shortest distance from me and sometimes addressed me. I wished that this distance would be a little longer so that I could breathe and find myself. The sound of rhythmic music was the answer to my wish. Hooman turned his head towards the DJ and the girls and boys who were ready and said, "Thank God. Finally, it feels like ice and the party has started. I come to places like this to escape from those formal and family parties. Even the dancing is different from these parties. It's a different world here." When the dance started, we also joined them for a while. But Arman stayed in the same place. At first, Armita became my dance partner. He said slowly, "How was I?" "Good. Really, I was dying of heartbreak." Arman and Barbad were within a few centimeters of me. "I'm not used to this kind of role-playing. It's good that you didn't ask too many questions, or else I wouldn't know what to answer about my job, family level, etc." While dancing with me calmly and softly, Armita said, "You did well. Another reason is that you were this boy, who you yourself believe in. You would have acted in a different role as a girl. Maybe you couldn't have shown such a good behavior." I said, "Accompany me until I get close to Masa and Saeed. I want to see them before and after the disaster." We moved closer to them in the same dancing position. Their faces hadn't changed much, but the clothes they were wearing were very different from the ones at the party. I said, "Their clothes are expensive. As far as I remember, they didn't have that much money. Of course they were better off than me. My income was almost the same as what my family gave me." After we had circled together, Armita said, "I think that necklace is from the charity and the money they received." "That's right." Our eyes locked with theirs for a few moments, with a smile on their face and our response. We moved away from them again. After a while, Meena volunteered to dance with me, and Armita stepped aside and sat on the sofa.